I knew as black women, as young black women, there were going to be a lot of messages that they would have to work through on their own. So they needed the tools early to be able to confront what was coming, and they couldn't depend on me. My parents didn't have a lot of money. They didn't have an education. They didn't have networks. They didn't have a legacy of wealth to give me. My father was a black man raised in segregated Chicago with a severe limp. Anybody could look at my parents and say, well, what, or they could look at themselves and say, what could I give my kids? Here's what my parents gave me that got me here today. They saw my light. They were there for me. There was consistency. There was accountability. You know, they taught me independence. So much of what kids need can come right from you, and you don't have to have a lot, but you have to be there. You have to be an active and engaged parent, particularly in these times when our kids are getting the messages and they aren't getting the investments. The question is, are you seeing the light in your child? Because that does matter, you know, and we can't give up on that small thing that we can control because all of the rest of the system is broken. Because we can't wait for it to be fixed. We have to save our kids, and everyone has the tools right in their power to do it right now. I am just trying to raise them to be independent individuals, to be able to lean on themselves by teaching them that they were competent in and of themselves, that they were able to manage their homework, they were able to wake themselves up, that they had agency to start using their voices, advocating for themselves. I was very clear on having them practice that in 5th grade, and 6th grade, and 8th grade, and 10th grade. It's not just about race, because I knew what was waiting for them. I couldn't be their sole combator, right? They had to learn how to fix their problems on their own. And that's hard as a parent, to sit back and watch your kid make mistakes. But what I say in the book is when you interfere too soon, you rob your kids of the confidence they need to feel, the competence. I've tried to make sure that my girls understand their own individual competence so that they're confident decision makers about their own life.